And there was no question, Sarah, that they knew you were underage, that this started at around 11, 12 and continued. And at this point, we're talking about now you were 14 years old. There was no question there. There was no role playing where they thought you were actually 18, anything like that.
No. The first private message that Kai ever sent me was, "Hey, Sarah, how old are you?" And I was like, "I'm 14.
First time we ever talked privately. Here it is, right here. You see the date on that? I was 14. 8/19/2014.
Yes, I am legally Sarah's guardian right now, currently. Her mother signed guardianship over to me. It has been notarized.
Kai would, make me his like Woman Crush Wednesday, just that kind of thing.
Did this attention flatter you, the fact that they were getting back to you and communicating with you directly?
Yeah, no, I was definitely like, oh my gosh, I can't believe that they want me to, sorry, this cat really wants attention.
Real life.
They were just like, they were like giving me so much attention, and I was so young and so infatuated with them, and so it made me feel so special and like, oh my gosh, like this is like meant to be. They're so nice, and I kind of just looked up to them in a way. And Kai was in the shower, and I was sitting with him in the bathroom talking with him, and we were watching a movie again one night, and like I look over and I see Greg and Kai like making out, which they'd done in the past, like made out with me on the bed. And I was like, oh, okay, whatever. They're like, I'm going to watch the movie. And then I looked back and they were like actively having sex. And I was like, so I just decided to like mind my own business and not say anything, just like keep my eyes on the movie. And then Greg kind of pulled me in and told me to start doing stuff with them.
And you were 18 at this time, so technically this is all legal and you were able to consent.
Mm-hmm.
But you didn't consent. You didn't ask.
Do you feel that you gave your consent, or do you feel that you were coerced?
I feel like, to be honest, I feel like Kai and I were both pressured into it the first time.
And how did you feel? How did you feel afterwards?
Very mixed emotions. I didn't sleep really that night, and I'm not really a person that has trouble getting sleep at night, but I just couldn't sleep. I just stayed awake and stared at the ceiling.
Kai and I became friends in 2012. I introduced Sarah and Kai because Kai used to have group chats with fans that I would moderate. I became friends with Sarah. Kai became interested in who Sarah was, so they became friends. How old were you guys around that time? I was 16, Sarah was 13. I don't even remember how old Kai was, I think 18. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm talking to Sarah right now and she corrected me. Kai was 19 and she was freshly 14 years old. Was Kai inappropriate to you or anyone else during the time? I saw screenshots you posted. Kai, Sarah, and I exchanged mini nudes and talked sexually romantically often.
Has happened with her, or I cuddled in bed with her, that none of that has ever happened.
I cuddled with Kai when I was 16 and trying in bed. We were tweeting back and forth, and then he DM'd me, hey, how old are you? And I said, hey, Lainey, I'm 14.
Were there ever any inappropriate text messages sent from Kai, who, again, is ONISION's partner, to you?
Yeah, but he would send me, like, pictures of like, him without the top on. Basically, Kai was taking selfies, and he sent me a few of the selfies, and one of them, he didn't have any bottoms on, but he had a shirt on, and one of them like his entire like private was in the picture. There was at least one picture that I had sent of me when I was 15, topless, to Kai.
Yes, Kai was 19 and I was 16.
Did Kai talk to you sexually when you were underage?
Yes.
I know that I'm a victim of a crime via Kai because of the pictures that we had exchanged. I will always have this trauma that I have to deal with for the rest of my life. And it is trauma because I'm only 19 years old. This has been going on for years and years and years. So it's taken up a big portion of my life. And
it started when you were 12, Sarah.
Yeah.
Almost too young to have a cell phone in many households.
Oh yeah, I don't think I did have a cell phone. Sometimes when I think about it too much, my arms will lock up and I'll just like get really, really tense in my shoulders and I'll just like shake. And like if I'm having like really vivid memories or something. But I can't trust anybody. I find it very hard to be friends with people now. I find it very hard to be like romantic or, I haven't even tried to be sexual with anybody else. I'm like, I want it to all stay away from me. Like I don't want anything to do with like romance or sex or love or anything like that because I just feel like it's horrible. Well, I was supposed to graduate a year early at my high school, and I ended up not being able to do that because I moved out there. I couldn't go back to regular high school after they kicked me out because, one, I was like in different classes in my online school and it just wouldn't have worked out. And also everyone at my high school after that knew me as the girl who moved in with ONISION. So, and, going from the quiet girl that nobody knows about to the girl who moved in with this YouTuber, I just kind of shut myself off from everybody. I became afraid of speaking about it because I didn't want anything to happen to like any kids or,
No, he's got kids living in that house with him and Kai.
Mm-hmm.
What danger are they in?
I don't think they're in danger of Kai.
Yeah, but they're in this environment where Kai and Greg are bringing in young women from around the country and grooming and luring them into relationships, whether the actual physical contact is illegal or not. That can't be good for young kids, right?
No, it makes me really sad actually, because one of their kids isn't really old enough to know what's going on yet, but one of them is, and they're the kid knows who I am. He knows my face, he knows my name. And I've known him for so long, and I really worry that he's going to be either messed up in a way that he's weird towards women himself, or messed up in a way that he's afraid of his dad or the internet, or I don't know. I'm just afraid for them.
What happened there?
There was a point that Kai started to slowly give me more trust. I slowly got to be a moderator on not only Greg's forums, but Kai's Facebook page, and then it progressed into Kai's Twitter account until I was eventually moderating most of Kai's social media.
That's a big deal to a 15-year-old kid.
Yeah.
Looking back now that you're 22 years old, do you feel that Kai groomed you, that she took advantage of a vulnerable kid who was a little bit starstruck?
110%.
No question in your mind?
No question in my mind whatsoever, Chris. It turned into a more interpersonal relationship a couple months into the friendship. It started off slow, as in like, oh, you look hot, oh, you look attractive, and then it ended up into, oh, I love you, you're sexy, oh, that's hot, etc., etc.
Was she flirting with you?
Yes.
And how did you react to that as a 15-year-old kid?
As a 15-year-old kid, I enjoyed the attention greatly. I would say it turned seductive 3 to 6 months into the friendship. It was pretty quick.
And what happened? What did she say to you?
We started video chatting. We would FaceTime. We would Skype chat. And then there was one night that I got on Skype chat with Kai, and Kai did not have a top on.
She was nude from the waist up.
Yes.
Did this surprise you?
Yes, but I didn't want to show Kai that I was surprised. I wanted to play it off of, oh, this is totally like what friends do, right?
So Kai, as an adult, showed up on a Skype topless.
Yes.
Communicating with you as a 15-year-old kid.
Yes.
And then Lainey is saying, I'm pretty sure that comes with a whole F me package.
Pretty much.
Kai was actively and openly asking for underage fans to send nudes. Here's a screen cap from actually 2015 where she's saying to Sarah, I have a meal for you. Here's a screenshot between Kai and Regina. Regina is the moderator that I was having this conversation with. I asked, how old was everyone here? Some were when I was 16, some were when I was 17. I think Kai was 19 or 20.
Skype sesh was grand. I just took a cute Snapchat for you. iMessage me and send me woo-woos. I'm in love with you. Get this good. Forever flirting with Regina. Dating Regina now. It's official. 10/29/2014. In particular, she was involving herself with Regina and Sarah at the very same time, intending to engage in a relationship with them. Now, linked down below in the description is an incredible document that Onion Critic on Twitter made, putting up a timeline that was extremely helpful for not only this video, but it's going to help all of you guys understand this more, and it's very accurate. All of this started in the year of 2013 when Lainey and Regina started messaging each other and talking to each other on Skype. There are tweets to back all of this stuff up, and only a year later, while being heavily involved with Regina, Sarah gets pulled into the picture, and Sarah is only 14 at this time.
I neared closer to 18. Kai became less and less interested.
And why do you think that was?
Because I wasn't of value.
Value in what way?
Attention-wise, relevancy-wise.
Age-wise?
Age-wise.
I mean, it just started off as slow conversation, mild flirting here and there, asking me to come watch movies with him, to come cuddle in bed and hang out, and told me to come kiss him. Like, you know, flirty little conversations like that.
Were you flattered?
Yeah, oh yeah. Yeah, at the time I was.
Here you had a YouTube celebrity who was paying attention to Haley in a small town without a lot of exposure to other celebrities. Is that fair?
Correct, yeah.
Did you think you had feelings for Kai?
At the time, I fully believed that I did, that I had a really big crush. Looking back now that I'm a little bit older, I recognize that maybe it was more me being starstruck than actual real romantic feelings. But at the time, they felt very real to me, yes.
And what was going on in your life at that point that maybe made you a little bit vulnerable to this?
I was going through some things at home. I won't divulge too much into it just because it's very personal, but I was going through some very harsh things at home, and it felt like an escape, not to escape to go live with them or anything like that, but just getting to talk to my idol felt like, okay, this is the one good thing happening to me right now. I'm a lot more guarded with myself and my feelings and what I talk to people about.
Do you think, looking back, that he was, and Kai was, trying to break Billy down, break Sarah down, to a certain extent break you down so they could control you in what sounds like a cult-like environment?
Absolutely, yeah. They took a very, very long time to sort of break Billy down and make her feel really, really bad about anything that she had done, even if it was, just the simplest things. And then it's like Kai and Greg both would start posting online about how, Billy was terrible or she had done these things. So like she would feel humiliated. And this was even while they were dating. This didn't just start happening when they broke up.
I got to know Kai in like 2015 whenever they like first messaged me. But the first time I was aware of them was whenever they had sent me like a public message on Twitter, just like telling me that I was cute.
Did you consider ONISION, Greg Jackson, to be somewhat of a celebrity on YouTube?
Oh yeah, for sure.
So it was a big deal.
Like, yeah.
Going out to Washington State, across the country.
I'm like in an entirely different area. It was definitely like a very nervous thing because I had never flown before. It was my first time ever flying. So like that was like also my other fear because I was like, I've never been on a plane. I don't know what it's like.
You're 18, you've flown for the first time across the country, and now you're in a house in Washington State with Kai and ONISION.
Yeah.
and ONISION, Greg, is suggesting that you have a physical relationship with Kai.
Mm-hmm. Definitely have been times where I feel like they've, started some type of drama just to get something out of it.
Post it, stream it, take advantage of it, profit from it.
For sure.
I hope you're happy. You completely destroyed all of my pride. You told me to get a tattoo saying I'm a liar, like a tramp stamp. You told me to shave my head. You told me to dye my hair green, shave off my eyebrows, and get an ugly tan.
I definitely have like some trust issues now. And everything. So I'm not like the best when it comes to trusting people in relationships and seeing their true intentions and everything.
What did they take away from you?
Oh boy. I don't really know to explain it. A lot of confidence. I was pretty anxious and uncomfortable for like a while about posting on the internet. I mainly just felt like I was going to get like a bunch of hate for anything and everything I did.
How long did it take before you actually had some sort of contact with Kai or Greg?
It was 5 years later when Kai was asking people to be part of his videos. Related to Kai, because when he first started appearing on ONISION's channel as quote-unquote laineybot, he used to wear a lot of band shirts and that peaked, and he was very, very pretty, and me being the very young kid I had a slight crush on him.
Did you see these people as celebrities, Adam?
Yes. He was like, I'm looking for people to be in my Would I Date You Snapchat edition. Send in your pictures and stuff. Send me another picture again. So I promise you'll be in the video.
Right. And so were you flattered by that?
I was very flattered. when I sent him a picture, he went, "Oh my God, you're very cute." And again,
You're very cute.
Yes.
Kai said you're very cute.
Yes.
So you're talking about bands. Kai says you're cute.
Yes.
Kai finds you attractive. You're what, 17 at this point?
Yes.
And you're living at home, thinking about college. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
So you sent a picture at Kai's request to Kai of you topless.
Yes. Because I felt bad because he made me feel like, he kind of made me feel bad. He was like, if you really liked me, you would do this. He's like, I promise nobody else would see it. Don't worry about it.
If you really liked me, you would send me a topless photo.
Yes. Because he's like, I'll send you a photo if you send me a photo.
And did Kai send you a topless photo as well?
Yes, but he did the same thing I did where he scribbled it out. I felt disgusted after. Because I remember being in school and stuff that, like, if you sent provocative photos, it might haunt you one day. And a part of me was very terrified about it.
So Kai first initiated the discussion about you being in a relationship with both Kai and ONISION.
Yes, it was through Snapchat text.
And how many times did they come back at you, Adam, and say, what about this? What about being in a relationship with both of us? What about, being in a relationship with me, meaning Kai, and Greg joining in too? Did it seem like they were trying to wear you down a little bit?
Yes. The amount of times they asked me, I think I stopped counting after the 8th time.
8th time?
Yeah. He said, "Oh, you're a senior in high school now. You're entering your senior year. You're looking at colleges. Wouldn't it be so cool if you looked at colleges in Washington? Like, wouldn't it be so cool if you looked at colleges near me, so we can hang out and not worry about your parents or anybody finding out?" Back then, I didn't tell people I wore wigs because I have alopecia, which means it's hard to grow hair. He told his fan base, and he kind of
wait. So you shared this information with Kai, and Kai told the fan base?
He's like, you should be really lucky, like, I'm talking to you and stuff, because I don't think many people are attracted to people who have alopecia and wear wigs.
Did you think you were, looking back, rather vulnerable at this point?
Yes.
What did this entire ordeal with ONISION and Kai take away from you?
They took my trust. It took me a long time to start trusting people again after that.